Okay, left side. I got -4, -1, 2, 5, and 8. First question, how do I know that's arithmetic? Why did I put that underneath the arithmetic column here? Okay, that's what I want to know first. So here we go. And I'll put that sequence back up for you to see it. Okay, number 8, which we have Colin. What's up, Colin? How we doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Good weekend?
Yeah.
Good. How do I know that's arithmetic?
Because you're adding by the same number each time.
Perfect. Anybody know what that same number is called? We have a vocabulary term for it. That same number. I know it's 3 here, but what do we call that? Liz? Common difference. The letter I use for common difference? D. Okay. So D equals 3 here. Perfect. Formula. You're going to answer a question on the arithmetic sequence. So maybe I ask for, hey guys, what's the 200th term here? Can you write a rule for the nth term? What's that formula that you're going to need right now? Okay, what's the formula you're going to need for arithmetic sequence? Here we go, 14. Eliana, what's the formula I'm going to need for any arithmetic sequence question?
A1 equals A1 plus n minus 1 times b.
Yep, last question. Where do you find that formula?
The sheet.
On the reference sheet, which will be given to you this week. All good? Okay, now there was a little confusion about this in my second period class today. When you see the word series now, arithmetic series, what am I going to do to the numbers in my sequence? When you see the word series, what am I asking you to do to the sequence? Eliana, go ahead. You remember? When you hear the word series, what do I want you to do with -4, -1, 2, 5, 8? Add them up. Okay, add them up. And for us, in an arithmetic sequence, what did we always make? To find out what the sum was, we made a sigma. Okay? So that was basically your quiz, I think. All good on arithmetic. Any questions? All right, now we jump over to geometric, which is, this might be a little bit more challenging because this is what you guys watched on the video. Why is my sequence geometric now? Why didn't I put 64, 16, 4, 1 over on the arithmetic side? What makes this sequence, what makes a geometric sequence geometric? How do I know? You guys remember look at your notes if you need to. Here you go. Dan, what makes a sequence geometric?
Isn't it because you're doing division?
Yes and no. You are dividing, but when we use geometric, I like to say we're multiplying. Okay, we're multiplying.
Okay.
Okay, ready, Dan? Let me piggyback off that. What are you dividing by in my sequence up here?
Oh, you're dividing it by 4.
4. So instead of saying divide,
multiplying by 1/4.
There you go. You just took my thunder. Thanks a lot, Dan. All right. When you divide by 4, you're actually multiplying by a 4th. All right. In the notes, that 1/4 has a name and a letter now associated with it. What common difference for arithmetic? What you multiply by is called the what, and what's the letter for it? What's up, Will?
How are you?
I'm doing great. That number I multiply by I don't want to say what the letter is, but R. Remember what it was called? Common. Begins with an R, ends in ratio. Ratio. Good. Common ratio. Okay? So common difference for arithmetic, common ratio for geometric. We're all good? I need to do a problem, though, that involves a geometric sequence. What's the formula I need? So let's say I ask for the 200th term of this sequence. What formula am I going to need now for geometric? I will. Got your formula sheet? What's the formula I need for geometric now?
A of n equals A1 R n minus 1.
Okay, where'd you find that?
Right below arithmetic.
It's on your formula sheet.
Yeah.
Just trying to stress you don't have to memorize it, but you do need to know how to use it. All good? And then the last part up here, that's what I have to show you today, is we're going to add up all the terms in a geometric series, but not make a sigma anymore. Okay, everyone good? Feel comfortable here? We sure here. Let me know. Don't lie to me here. Are we good? We're going to review tomorrow too, but I just want to make sure we're all on the same page where we need to be in the unit. Caroline, question?
No, I was just thinking about the word problems on the homework and how I didn't understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna go if I have time at the end. I'm gonna go back to those. Okay. Actually, the two at the end, the last two problems I should have had you guys cancel
Okay.
out. Yeah, you're not responsible for those.
Okay.
Guys at home have any questions for me? For some reason, my laptop keeps freezing. You guys at home, any issues? Okay, ready to get to today's notes?
Yeah.
Calculator ready to go. Here you go. Geometric series you should have at the top. Geometric series. All right, I'm going to skip over the warm-up because we just did a huge review warm-up here. All right, so we don't need anything else for today, I think. Let's go down to the first one here. I've already talked. Series means add them up, right? So if I have a geometric sequence, I'm going to add up those numbers and make a series. Woo, there's our boy sigma, right? Why am I doing a sigma problem? We know how to do this, Carlino. You're wasting my time. Oh, no, not on this one. I'm not. Okay, I picked this one specifically. Here's why. Everyone's got the old sigma button, right? Go ahead. I'm just going to let you go after this one. Go ahead. And we'll watch how many of you might be wrong. Go ahead. Find out what the sum is using your sigma button. This is always a fun one. I wouldn't write anything down now. All right, ready? Here's what the answer should be. $12,285. Didn't get that? Some of you guys didn't get that? It's okay if you didn't. Some of you guys did. At home, where are we here? Some of you did, some of you did it. We know the rule here. If you're going to be at home, you're on camera. Because you can't come into school. You didn't get that, yes or no? Some of you guys did, some of you guys didn't, correct? Okay, here's why. If you didn't, here's why. Watch. Let me just start off. N equals 1. That's no big deal. N equals 1. What was it up to? 12. Okay, here's why. Do you see the parenthesis your calculator gives you when you pull the sigma up on your calculator? This entire thing needs to fit into that parenthesis. See what I mean? That entire thing. So you can't make up any parentheses on the outside. You can't put any exponents on the outside. This entire thing this one right here needs to fit into that original parenthesis. So when you type it in, watch. 3, don't go outside, new parenthesis inside, 2, raised to the end. Okay, I fit that whole thing in the original parenthesis.
-1.
Did I forget -1? Of course I did. All right, so you guys get it. Okay? All good there? Just a heads up. If you ever want to use the sigma again, they'll do that a lot, is this whole thing has to fit into your parenthesis. Make sense? All good. Kean, look good?
Yeah.
All right, bud. As long as you're good, I'm good. All right, now let's actually get into adding up some numbers now. Okay, find the sum of the geometric series. A1 is, what's that telling me? A1 is 2. I'm just going to ask you guys. You guys don't need to yell anything out. Here we go. Nick, how we doing at home?
I'm doing good.
Good man. What's A1 equals 2? What's that telling me?
The first term is equal to 2.
First term's equal to 2. What's this R value telling me equal to 3? What's that mean?
Common ratio.
Yep, so add, subtract, multiply. What am I doing with it?
Multiply by 3.
Okay, so here you go, guys. 2, 6, 18, and so on. That's what my sequence looks like. What's this n equals 10 mean? Add up the first 10 terms of that sequence. That's what it means. Okay? But we're not doing this by hand. Everyone look on your formula sheet, please. The only one I set up a sigma for is for arithmetic. Geometric has its own formula on the formula sheet. Everyone see it. S, which means sum of a certain number of terms equals, make sure everyone can find it, A1 minus A1 raised to the, R raised to the N. And then what's on the bottom? 1 minus R. This formula will find the sum of any geometric sequence. Geometric. And this is just plug and chug now, because I gave you all the values. So help me plug and chug. 15. Here we go. Katie. What's my n value in this one?
10.
10. So what you're right, just so you guys know what you're writing. S10 means the sum of the first 10 terms. That's all it means. Is equal to, what's the first term? Keep going, Katie.
2.
2 minus, first term is 2. What's my R value?
3.
I highly recommend always putting your R value in parentheses. 3. What's my N value again?
10.
Raised to the 10th. And then on the bottom, what do I have? 1 minus, what was my R value?
3.
In parentheses. All you guys have fraction templates? Do it all at the same time. Don't do it piece by piece. That's where you're going to go wrong. I guarantee it. Just put it all in at the same time. I won't ask anybody. You should end up getting 59,048. If you don't, let me know right now. If you can't get that, let me know. So that's the sum of the first 10 terms of that geometric sequence. All good? Questions? Anything? Ask away here because they build in difficulty here. I want to make sure I'm going slow enough. We're all good? Anybody at home? Questions? All right. All right. What's the sum of the first 8 terms of this series here? Sum of the first 8. Okay, first, before we do anything, just stop right here. All right? Because I have thrown a lot at you. We right now have 2 different types of sequences, right? Arithmetic and geometric. I did not say at all in this problem what type of sequence that was. And you just don't give me this business either. Well, Mr. Carlino, it's geometric day, so it's got to be geometric. Baloney, I don't want to hear that. Because on test day, you got to figure out what type of sequence it is. All right? So you guys see we're adding them up, right? So my first term in this sequence is 3. What's the next term? -12. I always like to see the sequence written out before I do anything. -12, what's the third term? I got 3, -12. Next term? 48. And we can give me -192. Is that arithmetic or geometric, that sequence up there? And be ready to back yourself up why. That tells me you know what the heck is going on. What type of sequence is that before I start? 6. Here we go. Mason, what type of sequence?
Geometric.
Why geometric? Because you're correct.
Alternating signs in front.
Alternating signs, and if it's geometric, I always have to do what operation?
Addition. Oh, not other way around. You have to do
Killed me.
multiplication.
Multiplication. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm multiplying by yet, but everyone agrees I'm multiplying to get to the next term. So this is geometric, and you want me to add them up. Geometric, you want me to add them up. Formula sheet. If it was arithmetic and you want me to add them up, sigma time. But this is geometric and you want me to add them up. Come on, you can do this. I know this seems hardcore, but you guys are more than capable. I've known you for 5 weeks now. Mason, going back to you. The n value. Be careful. Take your time.
Is 8.
is 8. That's the number you're adding up. How many terms do you want me to add up? Mason says 8. Add up the first 8 terms. What's the first term?
3.
3 minus 3. Okay, only thing you got to think about. What's the R value? What are you multiplying by?
-4.
Everyone agree -4? Okay, let me stop Mason right there. Maybe you don't know that. Maybe you don't know it's -4. Ready for a little cheat code on how you determine what you're multiplying by? Take any term in the sequence but the first one. So let's say 48. If you want to figure out what that R value is, you take any term in the sequence and divide it by the previous. That's how you can always figure out if it's, because sometimes it's not going to be as easy to look at that and say -4. So if you ever want a cheat code, take a term, divide by the previous. What's my N value, Mason, going back?
8.
8 over, and this is why I have you guys put the R in parentheses, 1 minus
-4.
-4. Not 1 minus 4, 1 minus -4. There you go, and then go right ahead, guys. All in one fraction template. You can do it. Look, got the old PE walking around the track. No scavenger hunt today. Compass directions.
The compass.
Coloring in the bleachers, as I saw on Friday. Negative 39,321. Choice 3. If you can't get that, stop me, guys. It's not a big deal. I'll help you on your calculator. Little piece of work. Guys got questions? Not too bad so far? So far? I'll let you guys finish up. I know some of you guys are still on your calculator. All good? You ready to go to the beast mode level? Okay. Got it. Find the sum of this series. Whew, all right, what's it telling us here? Well, what's the first term in the series? 2,000, right? All right, and I have, so here's what it's asking. 2,000 is your first term. You're going to go to some term that's going to be 125, and I want you to add up all those terms. So here's what, if you want a visual, I start out with 2,000. Somewhere in this sequence, I'm going to hit 125. What's the sum of all those now? That's as a visual, that's what they're asking us. Start with 2,000, go to 125. What do they all add up to? All right, well, I know, I get it. You guys could do this out by hand pretty quickly, but I want to keep using the formula. You got it, we got it. Sometimes I need the formula sheet. Here's what we don't know. Well, let me ask you. You guys know what we're missing here? How many terms am I adding up, Kian, right? That's what I want to know. How many terms am I adding up? Well, I know I'm adding up from 2,000 to 125. How many terms is that? Well, we can figure out pretty quickly. Why? What's our R? R value is 1/2. Ready? I got 2,000. What should be the next term? Here we go. 1,000. 2,000 times 1/2. So I got 1,000. Next term. 500. Next term. 250. And then 125. So how many terms? And I get it. You could just do it real quick, but let's use the formula. How many terms are you adding up? 5 terms. So now I know my N value. The sum of the first 5 terms is 2,000 minus 2,000 times 1/2 raised to the 5th all over 1 minus 1/2. 3,875. I got a question because you guys are pretty good. I'll admit, I fully admit, you guys are pretty good. A lot of you guys are pretty good at it this year. Were any of you guys thinking of a different way to get the end value? Caroline, were you thinking of, or is that a hand or no?
Yeah, I don't think it's valid, but I thought maybe you do the other formula.
Yeah.
To get the sequence.
Okay, you could have, you remember our formula that you used on the video? You could have gotten it that way. Here's why I didn't do it this way, and you guys will probably, I hope you thank me. You see how n is an exponent here? You guys would have had it done, close your ears if you want to hear this, logs. No? Please don't do this to me. Please tell me you at least talked about it during remote learning in the spring, logs, LOGS.
I mean, we did, but
Like something like log 4 to, no?
yeah.
Please, somebody help.
I have the lessons on it.
You may have not known what the heck was going on, but did at least somebody talk about it, or no, they just skipped over that, a couple teachers? No, Eliana?
Did you have polls?
No, I just finished the initial.
She did it, I think.
I mean, we might have.
Okay.
Alright.
Polls did it. Which is,
Okay, that's fine. It's a part of the Regents exam in January that I'm gonna have to obviously teach over, so. Okay,
are you going to teach over everything?
we're only gonna have about 3 weeks to review, and there's only so much we can pack into 3 weeks, so. Okay. All right, let's keep this train going here. Number 5, I'm not gonna force you to do the sum formula for number 5, this word problem here. I think there's places where I draw the line, and this is where I draw the line. You got a single elimination tournament. You get 32 teams, 16 games. After the first game, now you're playing only 8 games. Continues till their winner. How many total games were played? I'm not going to force you guys to use the sum formula. You don't have that one?
Yeah, that's not on here.
Number 5 is the pendulum.
Thanks for telling me that.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for telling me that, because period 2 didn't say a word. Didn't say a word. So thanks, guys. Thank you. It just saved me about 5 minutes. All right, so pendulum. First of all, timeout. Woo, timeout. This isn't about all math. Pendulum. Pendulum. Clock pendulum. Yes, no. That's why I had all this up here earlier, if you were wondering. Clock pendulum. Yes, no, we're kind of familiar with it. We were looking through these this morning. We had the, I think that's a beaver. I'm not too sure, but how about this? $50 for this thing. So the tail's the pendulum. Way overpriced. You got your traditional clocks, right? With the traditional pendulums. There's some other interesting ones up here. Old school grandfather clock type. Old school, I like it. And then you just get into some of the, look at that, that's cute. The robot, the gears, the pendulum, that's cute, huh? Oh, a little coffee cup design. I don't know who would buy that. That's got to be less than $50. Yeah, $25, good. It's still a ripoff. Oh, look at that, huh? A couple pendulums. Right there. Where was the whale? Oh, there it is. The whale with the little crab down below, the sun and the
Oh,
cloud.
that's kind of cute.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Not the whale.
Ooh, 55. That's that. Ooh, wow.
Is that Etsy? No?
That's pricey.
It's a museum.
53. All right. Oh, that's cute. Look at that little wiener dog. Yeah. Great. Oh, baby shark. Can't beat that with the kids. $53. Flamingo, anybody? No?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good. Everyone's good? You do a little non-math stuff every once in a while. All right, so pendulum swings to an arc of 20 inches. The next swing's going to be 95% of that. 10 swings after. What's the total distance it goes? You guys know how I roll. Can I see a couple numbers in the sequence first? Before you want me to add them up, can I see a couple numbers? So what's the first swing? 20, right? 20 inches. Can you find what the next swing would be? It's going to be 95% of that. So 95% of 20 would be 19. Yep, if you're wondering how we got that, 20 times 0.95. So 19 for the second swing. Keep going. Let's do one more, just so I can get a good visual of my sequence here. 18.05. Check me on that. So the next swing is 18.05. Okay, we get it. And could you just find all 10 and add it up? Sure, but let's use the formula. Geometric, adding them up, go to the formula sheet. Here's where I'm going to get somebody. I'm going to get somebody here. How many terms are you adding up? Don't say a word. How many terms are you adding up here? Ooh, how many terms am I adding up here? Colin, what do you think?
10.
Ooh, got him. Ready? 10 additional swings. So it went 20, 10 more swings. So how many total?
30.
30. Okay, ready? I got you, big dog. You're confused. I did 20 inches on the first swing, right? 10 more after.
So 11.
There you go. Everyone good? 11?
Yeah.
Not why, you know why it's not 10? Went 20 on the first, and then 10 more. I see where you got the 30. Don't worry. 11 swings. First one was 20. What's my R value here? Yeah, you guys just did it in the calculator. I multiplied by 0.95. Raised to the 11th over 1 minus 0.95. Yes, sir. Wow, you guys are doing well today. I thought we were running out of time, but we're just starting having fun. And it should be a long decimal. Can we round it to the nearest tenth? Is everyone all right rounding to the nearest tenth?
172.5.
172.5 inches. Yep. So that's how far the old pendulum goes. Anybody have a clock in their house with a pendulum? Anybody?
No.
Anybody at home have a clock in their house with a pendulum? Because if you did, I'd tell you to prove it. Show me that bad boy. Questions? All good? You ready to do 2 more and call it a day? We've actually been doing, wow, I'm surprised how quick we've gone. Okay, 7. Now it's time to put your big boy, big girl pants on. First, is it arithmetic or geometric? That's what I need first. Number 7. Is that arithmetic or is it geometric? And be able to back yourself up. 139, ... Arithmetic or geometric? Okay, there you go, Bassett. There you go, big dog. Come on. Geometric or arithmetic?
Arithmetic,
Why?
because it's going up. Well, no,
Good catch.
it's geometric.
Yeah, it is. Why geometric?
It's getting multiplied.
Good. Everyone see that? Okay, 1 to 3, you're going up by 2, but that's not the same from 3 to 9. Good. So it's not arithmetic, it's geometric. And then after that, what's it want us to do? Find the sum of the first 8 terms. Yep, find the sum of the first 8 terms. So we know where to go for this formula on the formula sheet. All right, help me plug it in. Here we go, 10, ready to go, Caroline. N value.
8,
Find the sum of the first 8 terms. Here we go, equals, first term,
1,
minus 1, R value. What's the 3 times 3 every time? Yep. Raised to the
8,
8 minus 1 all over 1 minus 3.
No.
You don't have the minus
Yeah,
one.
you don't have minus.
That's just for the C.
Yeah, it's just raised to the 8th, not you minus.
Oh, okay. Calm down. One job. See, I need that darn formula sheet.
Wow.
Guys are all over me now. Good, good. Get rid of the minus. One job. Did I get this right? 21,845? No. No, I didn't, because I am totally on the wrong. I'm on the homework.
3280.
I have 3280. See, I get rattled now. I got to regroup. Got rattled.
No.
Questions there? One more. What type of sequence is number 8? 5, 7, 9. Da 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 da. 5, 7, 9. 15. Yes, Katie. What type of sequence is that? 5, 7, 9.
Arithmetic.
Arithmetic. Good. I'm going up by 2s. All right. Here's the thing, though. You're not going to find a formula on your formula sheet, are you, for adding up an arithmetic sequence? If I want the sum of the first 10 terms, yeah, you can write it out. Great. But you're not going to find a sequence. You're not going to find a formula. What do I need to set up if I'm going to add the numbers in an arithmetic sequence? Sigma. Yep. Good. See the difference? You got a formula for geometric. You got to set up your own sigma for arithmetic. Okay, you guys should find the bottom and the top. That's no big deal. What number do I always start with at the bottom? 1. And according to this problem, how many terms are you going to add up? 10. You just got to do a little work for the nth term formula. Now you guys are starting to see what the test is going to be like, bouncing back and forth every problem from geometric to arithmetic. So now, remember our formula? A1 plus n minus 1 times d. What are you plugging in for n? No, don't say it. Nothing, just n. Remember, if you're going to write the formula for the nth term, n stays n. If you're going to plug in 8, all you're doing is finding the 8th term for me. I just need a formula. A1 was what? 5. What do you plug in for this n? Good, n minus 1. What's your d value? 2. Going up by 2s, yep. And I'll tell you, some of you guys got a little sneaky on me on the quiz. You didn't even clean it up. You left it like that. Bums. I still had to grade it correct, though. Distribute the 2. What's that going to be? 2n plus 3? Look good? Is the sigma, the sigma is not the answer, right? You got to plug the sigma into your calculator now. And when you're ready, what's the sum of the first 10 terms there? Hi, Mason.
96.
96.
I think I might just.
What's on your sigma?
I've got. Oh, I put 8 from the last problem instead of 10. That's why.
One job. That's good.
Okay. That bracket. Right this time.
All right.
Got 140.
140. Yep. Okay, you guys all good? Questions? Okay, we got hardcore review going tomorrow. Okay, because next time I see you guys will be game day. And remember, if you want to hop on the Google Meet to review 2:35, I'll be there. 2:35. I'll remind you again tomorrow. Okay, you guys at home, nice job today. Nice job. Foursome, I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Hey, Isaiah, good to hear from you. I'm sorry we didn't get called on today.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping for it.
We were missing you. We missed you.
I was expecting it. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bye. Oh boy. All right, let's get ready for this next class.